Hey you guys, so hopefully you can see me. My webcam is kind of being grainy, and it's a lot easier just to do my videos off my webcam instead of my camera sometimes. So I wanted to update you guys on kind of like a postpartum, 4-month postpartum video, but also update you guys on like my health issues after having Soren. So as you guys know, I got a blood clot a day after, not even a day, it was like 10 or 11 hours after I had Soren. And the nurse didn't believe I had one, and I kept telling her that yes, I have one, or I feel something there and it's not normal. And she was like, well, you should be jumping out of the bed in pain if you had one. And what they do when they check for a blood clot is just pretend like this is your leg, and they asked me to go like this with my foot, and they would come in probably like every 3 hours, just ask me to do that. And after like the 5th time of them asking me to do that, I was curious and asked them, why are we doing this? And they said, we're looking for a blood clot. And go, okay, well, wish you guys would have told me this in the first place. Let me concentrate on my leg and see if I feel anything. So the first time I did it, I kind of got like this shooting pain. Not really shooting pain, a very dull pain in my right calf. Yeah, that's your... I don't know, baby. I don't know. So I had like this little sharp pain, and I felt my leg, and I go, it's kind of warm. And the nurse felt it, and she's like, I don't feel anything. I go, no, it feels a little warm in that area. So I took my legs, and I like just rolled up my pants on my legs to just get them room temperature, and I checked them after an hour, and my right calf was still warmer than the rest of my leg. So the nurse comes in, and I'm like, or she goes, okay, I'll call the doctor just to see what she wants to do. Then she comes in, and she kind of like gives me a weird look, and she's like, well, the doctor just wants to check just to be safe. So if that wouldn't have happened, my husband would have went off on that lady. And thank God she did do it. So they bring in the ultrasound guy after 5 hours, so it was about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning that they gave me my ultrasound, my Doppler on my leg. And hold on, baby. McKenna Ray, look at me. When I'm talking, you don't talk. So the ultrasound guy was talking to me and my husband, laughing. You want to sit with me? You want to sit with me? Oh, sorry, she looks a little, her hair's all crazy. We just woke up. Soren's in his bouncy. So we started talking to the ultrasound guy. I see. And we were laughing and joking and just talking, and all of a sudden he just went silent. And I looked at the screen, and I just saw that he was circling things and pointing arrows at things, and it just didn't seem normal. And when he stopped talking to me, then that really concerned me. So about 7 hours later, the nurse comes in and was like, you have a DVT. And I was like, oh, okay. I had no idea what a DVT was. So the doctor comes in, and she just didn't seem like her normal self. She just kind of came in, was kind of concerned. How are you doing? I go, yeah, the nurse just said I had a DVT. I goes, what is that? And she goes, it's a blood clot. And I was like, I had no idea that a DVT is a blood clot. It's deep vein thrombosis. And I had absolutely no clue.
Little boys were throwing.
Okay, baby, I'm talking right now. And so they came in, they did my Lovenox shot. I had 2 shots a day, 12 hours in between. So they'd wake me up around like 3 or 4 in the morning to get my second shot, or get my first shot. So I got no sleep in the hospital. I was there for 5 days. Was on Lovenox shots for 2.5 weeks, and I'm still on Coumadin as of April 22nd, 2013. And I've been on it since December 5th, 2012. So I take 2 pills a day. They can't level me out, my INR, that's what it's called. My INR will not level out, so sometimes I'm on like 2 pills 4 times a week, and then 1 pill 3 times a week. They just keep switching me back and forth. So, from the anxiety of having a blood clot and thinking I was going to die, I went to the hospital, I think 4 times, thinking I had a blood clot. 1 was in my left leg, 1 was in my left arm, 1 was in my right arm, and 1 was in my chest. And they checked everything. My chest one is I was getting a really bad cold, so I was having trouble breathing a little bit. So I kept telling everybody, like, I think I have a cold, so I'm just going to call somebody and see what they say, see what they can give me. And every single person said I needed to go to the hospital, because since I had a blood clot, I run the risk of getting a blood clot in my lungs. And, so I went to the hospital that many times. It was not fun. And I would have to get a line every single time because I am on blood thinner, and for some reason I had to get a line every time. So I was very upset about that. And I still do. I actually went to the hospital a couple weeks ago and found out I have a gallstone. I was having trouble bending down, and my right back by my hip hurt to like bend or move or anything. So thought I had like appendicitis or something, but I didn't. It's just a gallstone. Oh, excuse me, I'm tired. So just told my doctor about it. They just said, well, if it gets worse, then we'll talk about it. A couple days ago, I just had an MRI on my brain, and that is from my low thyroid levels. And he wanted to do an MRI to rule out a mass in my brain, and thankfully everything came out normal. No mass in my brain, no abnormalities or anything. So now he wants to do an ultrasound on my thyroid just to make sure the thyroid is causing the thyroid issues. And then I have to get a blood test. So I've had some health issues ever since having Soren, and I don't know why. I mean, I'm only 22 years old, just turned 22 in March. I'm pretty, not like fit, but I'm not overweight. I'm a little underweight. That's why they can't figure out what's going on. Also, nursing doesn't help, but I won't stop nursing. Nursing does not help what I go through. The thyroid issues, the losing weight issues, the anxiety, the tiredness, and everything. But I try to eat as much as I can. I eat a ton, actually. I'm drinking a Carnation Breakfast Essentials right now. I'll probably have an orange, I'll probably have an apple, probably have a salad today, some chicken, a ton of calories, and just nothing helps. So, there's that. I'm at about 112 pounds now, and I was at 118 pounds a year ago. Yep, almost a year ago. So I've lost a lot of weight after having Soren. I take iron. I take my Coumadin every day. But other than that, I'm doing really good. I was having really bad anxiety, really bad panic attacks, feeling like I was going to die anytime I was going to leave my babies. I wasn't going to see them grow or anything, and so I went to the doctor, and she subscribed me Zoloft. I think it was Zoloft. And Zoloft made me feel worse than I actually felt. I was on it for over a week, and I was dizzy, almost fell down the stairs with my son. Couldn't see straight, just stared at things constantly, tired constantly. I just wanted to get off of it immediately. I wanted the symptoms to go away the second I went off of it. I just couldn't handle it. So, they prescribed me, what is it called? Lexapro. And I was on Lexapro when I was 15 years old. I had really bad anxiety, and I was on Lexapro when I was 15, and I think it made me feel a little bit better, but I chose, since I'm nursing and everything, I just don't want to put anything in my body like that. So Coumadin is enough to put in my body, and I just don't like to do it. So my Lexapro is sitting in the kitchen over there, not being touched or anything, just if I ever need it, it's there. But I'm doing a lot better. Every once in a while I'll get a panic attack or really bad anxiety that something is terribly wrong with me. But I kind of just push through it and just know that everything happens for a reason, and try to breathe through my anxiety, and I've gotten so many tests done, and I've talked to so many doctors, and they say nothing is wrong with me. So I know I sound like a crazy person, but this is my life, and this is what I go through, and I try to stay happy and not try to be down, not try to be sad. And some days, like a month ago, I would just sit on the couch and just feel like my life was ending, and I just stared at things and constantly was thinking the worst thoughts. But I've gotten a lot better. I think it has to do a lot with my hormones too. My sister, I think, had it, but she didn't have it as bad as me. I have it real bad. But I'm doing so much better. 4 months postpartum, doing a lot better. Soren is sleeping 7 hours, 6 or 7 hours stretch, and it's helping a lot. Nursing is helping a lot. Nursing calms me. And when I start nursing him, I just kind of talk to him, or I grab my daughter and I sit with her and I talk to her, and she helps my anxiety go away. A lot of help is my husband also being here. When I lived alone, when it was just me and my daughter, I didn't realize how lonely I used to be. And then every single time my husband comes home, I just get so excited, and I'm not lonely anymore, and I have him, and we're family, and we do things together, and he helps out. Yeah, he has a lot of schoolwork, but he helps out so much, and I'm really lucky to have him, and really lucky to have both my babies, and my health, good health. All my babes have good health. It's been a rough road, but everything's getting so much better. So if you guys have any questions on anxiety or anything, if you want to talk, I'm here. I'd love to talk to you guys. Anxiety has taken over my life for a very long time, and it still does, and I don't think it ever will fix itself, but I can do things to help the situation, and I'm working on it, and I'm doing a lot better. So
why you have to work thing on it?
If you guys need to talk, just message me or comment below. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.